Hi everyone. This video is gonna be a little different in quality due to the fact I'm not in my normal recording setting. So unfortunately, I don't have all my files and whatnot to make a good video. And that unfortunately means you're not gonna get our avatars. So we're just gonna have to roll with our normal monsters for now.
And that stinks, because I'm missing my avatar right now, despite the fact that it's really ugly.
Oh, come on, Harold. It's not that bad. Honestly, I don't mind being Privlovsky and Crocus for a day. Besides, if he doesn't finish his video before he gets back from his grandparents' house, he'll just add us in later as our original avatars. I don't know, Kremens. It seems like that might honestly not happen, but who knows. Anyway, today is going to be a theory video. That's right, I'm doing another one of these because I actually really like doing them. And it's going to be interesting this time around. As you may know, every monster class in this game, excluding the Wardos unfortunately, has an island dedicated to the class, whether that being multiple islands to house the class, or just one individual island to house the class altogether.
But there's still only one class left to get their own island.
And that class, of course, is the Paironormals. I know it's not finished yet as we're still waiting on the light Paironormal, but it's still a fun topic to talk about. In today's video, we're gonna cover our ideas for how a Paironormal island would work. First things first, so we gotta do some new character introductions. Now, I was gonna wait until the Copper Island re-ranking video to introduce these two, but unfortunately, these idiots kept bugging me to introduce them, so I figured we'd do that now. Harold, you're up first.
Thank you, Caleb. And with my honors, I'd like to introduce you guys to Wendy, my girlfriend. Wendy?
Where is she? She was just here a minute ago. She's probably hiding, you know how she is.
Yeah, she's just really shy. Wendy, sweetheart, I know you're behind that rock.
I don't want to come out. What if they don't like me?
Don't worry, I won't hate you.
Okay, Harold, if you say so.
See? Was that so bad?
I guess not. Hi everyone!
There you go, Wendy. As we've said, she is pretty shy, but once we get her out of her shell, she's gonna be a fun character to be on this channel. Now, I will preface by saying this, like us, this is not what she's actually gonna look like. You can see her appearance on my post tab, but in short, she's gonna be a witch. But anyways, moving on. Anyways, Kremens, you're up next to introduce your girlfriend. Thank you. Anyways, it's time for me to introduce my girlfriend. I would like you guys to meet Auggie.
Kremens, I didn't need introductions, but thanks anyways, I guess.
There's Auggie for ya. Yeah. If you guys are wondering why she sounds like that, it's because she's supposed to be a gothic emo girl. I don't know where I was going with it. I saw Ogler and I was like, let's make this thing dark. And let me preference like Wendy, this is not what she actually looks like. In fact, she's all draped out in black, but I don't have her character file on me. So this is what you guys are gonna get. But enough with the introductions, let's get started because the intro is already long enough as is already. First, let's talk about the class itself. What are the Paironormals? The Paironormals are monsters native to the impure magical islands. Light Island's Paironormal doesn't exist quite yet, but it will come in the near future. They're also very similar to Ethereals in many ways.
They cannot breed on the impure magical islands, similar to ethereals on the natural islands.
The breeding combinations are very similar to Ethereals on the natural islands, requiring both a quad and one triple to breed.
Their element sigils have different color borders, just like the ethereals.
And finally, they require a lot of luck to breed, just like the ethereals on the natural islands.
With that out of the way, let's talk about our current Paironormals. Like I stated before, Light Island's Paironormal doesn't exist, however we still have the other Paironormals for the other magical islands, and they are Harry and Ned,
Owlist!
and Arcarina.
However, just like the other classes, they have their own gimmick.
As the name suggests, the Paironormals have two different forms. One found on the regular timeline magical islands, and one found on the mirror timeline magical islands.
They're split into two, major and minor. Major on the regular and minor on the mirror. Now, not only do they look different, but they also sound different as well.
Unfortunately though, they're the only monsters that are not seasonals, rares, or epic monsters that you can't get at the same exact time. You can only get the minor forms at night and the major forms in day.
The elements are also very much unique. Like other monsters, they do have elements, but instead of it only being represented in its sound, design, and its bio, their elements are something that can have both a negative and positive connotation and represented in the minor and major forms. Marionette is the paranormal of control, and you can definitely see it in its forms very clearly, as in its major form, it's very happy-go-lucky, it's able to make decisions, it's not controlled by anyone, and in its minor form, you can see this thing's fighting for its life for control. You can see it hanging strings, it's all damaged and whatnot. It is definitely fighting to control itself.
Alice is the paranormal hoax, which is supposed to represent perception and deception, and it's very clearly in Alice, as according to its bio and design. Its major form is not actually its true appearance. It actually is its minor form is its true appearance. It only looks like that to fit in with the other monsters. The minor form can just be itself on the Mirror Magical Islands and not have to worry about people judging it. Also, you can kind of tell because if you flip Alice upside down, it looks like its minor form.
Ocarina is a paranormal of ruin. At first, we didn't understand what it meant, but after reading its bio and looking at both forms some more, we get it. Ocarina's major form is supposed to represent ruin as in it's stabilized, it's got a good structure, it can stand up and walk properly, and it's healthy. Its minor form represents when you crumble where you get old, you age out, and your body starts to fall apart. That's basically what this monster represents. It's supposed to represent kind of how time works. Its major form represents it healthy and standing up with a good foundation, and its minor form represents a crumbling foundation. You get the idea. Brief intermission. I'm back home from my grandparents, so now my mic quality is gonna be better. Sorry if you guys had to listen to all that. I was using my phone. But first, let me transform us back to our normal self. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's better. Now let's continue. Now let's go over the mechanics of this game. Honestly, we've got a bunch of mechanics in this game, but there are only a couple I think they would actually use this time. The first mechanic I think is likely for them to use is breeding. Honestly, we haven't used this mechanic in so damn long. I cannot remember the last breeding island we got. I think it was Mythical Island, honestly. Yeah, as I'm saying, breeding is most likely the logical option unless they give us some sort of brand new mechanic for them. But other than that, I just think breeding is just going to be the stereotypical way of how we get every single monster on this island.
You think they're gonna do is definitely teleportation. Come on, man. How do you expect us to get our single elemental paranormals on here? What are you gonna do? Buy them with gems? I didn't think so. So yeah, teleportation is very likely.
I also think breeding is actually going to be like the ethereals in some way where they're not always going to be guaranteed. Like a lot of monsters in this game, breeding for them is not guaranteed, so I think they're going to definitely do that with the paranormals.
Sorry, boys, but me and Auggie are gonna push you two to the side for 1 minute. Although we have these cool mechanics and whatnot, there is one thing about the paranormals that completely throw all this out of the window. In fact, it makes them even more complicated.
Remember how we said the paranormals had 2 different forms? Yeah, this unfortunately brings up a problem.
My first idea to remedy this was to have them on the same island, but then I realized they're on 2 different timelines, and that wouldn't make sense lore-wise.
I had the idea of just splitting it into 2 islands. Have one in the main dimension and have one in the pocket dimension. This way we can have both major and minor forms of their paranormals and their hybrids.
Harold, that's more work, though. Besides, I don't know many people who own both forms, including us. We don't own both forms.
Hold your horses, you guys. I do think both ideas can work, but we'll have to wait and see until all the paranormals are out. But you guys can tell us what you guys think about Paranormal Island in the comments below, because this is the end of the video now. Thank you so much for watching. I am so sorry for the beginning. I wasn't here at my normal usual recording setup, so it's gonna sound kind of bad for the first few minutes of the video. I recommend you guys turn on captions. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about the theories we came up with and what you guys have for your own paranormal ideas.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more content from us.
And make sure you guys comment down below what other video ideas you have for us.
And let us know in the comments what you think of me and Auggie!
Don't forget to stay safe, you guys. Not like I care anyways. In fact, I enjoy seeing y'all get hurt.